Hey guys, David Patrick Green, hackhollywood.com, hackbollywood.in, and before we get started, as usual, please like, share, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and leave any comments, questions, and suggestions in the comment section below. And speaking of comments and questions, I have a question for you, okay? Because it pertains to the video today, and here's the question, and I would like you to all type your answer, your thoughts in the comment section below. So once I ask you the question, please pause the video, type your answer in, and then I will answer the question with my thoughts on the subject, which are of course right. Okay, the question I would like you to answer is, if you have an agent, but you're not happy with them, should you leave that agent before you try to find another agent? Okay, that's the question. If you've got an agent, should you leave that agent before you try to find another agent? Pause the video, write your answer. Okay, here is the correct answer, and I have two reasons why it's correct. If you want more, I could argue this all day, because trust me, I think things thoroughly through. Of course, I could be wrong. Okay, so if you have an agent that you're not happy with, you absolutely should not leave that agent before you find another agent. And I'll add a little bonus to that. You should definitely leave that agent if you're not happy with them once you find that other agent. So here's the reason why you shouldn't leave that agent. It's twofold. One is that it's much harder to find an agent when you don't have one. Because the way people attribute value to things covers a wide spectrum of reasons, okay? The way we decide something is value is by, first, there's our own perceptions, right? We go, do I like that thing? Or do I not like that thing? Is this thing valuable? Is this person valuable? But then we also look at all these other cues. Like, does somebody else think this thing is valuable? Does somebody else think this person is of value? You know, like someone who's very popular, it's much easier for them to make friends than someone who has no friends at all. Because people just observe what's going on and they assume, well, on average, if someone has a lot of friends, then they must have some qualities that are appealing, and somehow I probably fit into that spectrum of finding something about them appealing. So if you don't have an agent, other agents are going to look at you and go, well, you don't have an agent. And then they might look and see if you ever had one, and I don't know if they can find that out, but it probably wouldn't be that hard. I mean, for one thing, they could ask you if you have tried to get representation from them. But you are immediately less attractive to another agent if you are represented, if you're not represented by an agent. Because then you have to explain yourself, and even if you do explain yourself, they have every reason to question whatever it is you say, because you have a conflict of interest, right? Whatever you say is likely going to favor your version of events, whether it's true or not, right? There's two sides to every story. And unfortunately, this other agent is not going to be able to verify with, your past agent exactly what the reasons of your departure were and all that kind of stuff, because of reasons of confidentiality, okay? So it's just much, much, much harder to get someone to take you seriously while you're out there in the wilderness, while you're not represented by anyone. So if you are thinking of switching agencies, then people automatically will think there's something appealing with you, like you have representation. That's a good sign to them. How many jobs you've booked lately, how many auditions you've been in, how many industry people you know, and all those kinds of questions are going to come up. But just this one thing, being represented, is just by one of their peers is a huge vote of confidence for you. Okay? Now, here's another reason why you should not leave your agent, and why you should also not really feel one way or the other about it, like good or bad. When it's time to go, it's time to go. I'm not going to get into those reasons. We'll do that in another video. But while you are focused on thinking that it's wrong to leave. It's wrong to not leave and look around. Your agent might be thinking that it's perfectly okay to find somebody to replace you while you are still being represented by them. Okay? And the truth is, you don't know. You don't know what somebody else is doing. We can all say things like, oh, loyalty this and loyalty that. But at the end of the day, most people are acting in their own best interests, which is what they should be. So if you act in your own self-interest, then things will work out for you. And if the agent is working in their own self-interest, then things will work out for them. So look, if they're not happy with you, they should drop you. If you're not happy with them, you should drop them. But there's no reason to drop them because they haven't replaced you yet. You don't know why. And don't make the assumptions because they're being loyal to you. It's because they haven't found someone better to replace you. Otherwise, why would they keep you around if you're just dead weight to them? It doesn't make any sense. And if you're dead weight to them, stop being dead weight, right? Like, pick yourself up, make something happen for yourself. You can do that too. But I'm just talking about the current situation. If you're dead weight to them, meaning you're not booking anything, they're not getting you out there a lot, it's just not working out, then start looking around. Start shopping around. And if you are arguing with me, if you think this is wrong, well, look at the rest of the world, right? I mean, that's like saying an NFL football player or a basketball player or a baseball player shouldn't be talking to other teams while they're playing for one team. So they'd have to quit playing baseball altogether if they wanted to play for another team or wanted to even talk to another team, which is preposterous because if you just stop playing baseball, you're basically nobody. You've got no average, you've got no nothing, right? I mean, it would be crazy. It would be crazy, and everybody understands that's how it works. I mean, the only way you are marketable is based on your most recent accomplishments and achievements. So if you just stop playing the game, then people think, what, did you retire and now you want to start up again? Like, they're going to be, I don't know, this sounds weird. So it's just imperative that you look out for your own self-interest. Be an amazing client. Be the best client ever that you can be, which just basically means going out there and getting as much attention and booking as much work as possible. But if the time comes, but don't blame them for your lack of activity, but if the time comes and you've done all of your efforts and you just feel like this just isn't a fit. I don't like them personally. I don't like the way they talk. I don't like them representing me. They want me to be this and I am not that. Whatever the reason is if it's a real reason, then find somebody better, because then everybody wins, right? You'll end up finding a better agent, someone who's a better fit for you, someone you probably should have been with in the first place because you didn't hear this video. And your agent will be happier because they will have a hole in their roster. Now, of course, they're not thinking necessarily like I am. I don't know. Who knows what they're thinking? I would suspect agents are probably a lot more ruthless than actors are, and actors are thinking agents are being a lot more loyal than they are. But so I don't think you have to worry too much about agents. They're not going to keep you around for long if you're not cutting it. Or maybe they will. I don't know. I mean, but when things get quiet enough and there's nothing going on and you're making your best efforts, it's time to leave. But don't leave before you have tried to find a really great fit for yourself. Because if you leave your current agent, everyone else is going to look at you like there's something wrong with you. And frankly, if you left before you've had another agent, there would be something wrong with you, because that would be a bad idea. Okay, guys, that's it for now. A little longer than I'd hoped. But now I can't wait to see what your questions, comments, and thoughts were. From the beginning. So I'm going to take a look, and I'll let you know what I think of what you guys have said. I'll talk to you soon.